Hello, I'm going to show you my hypothetical rocket launcher. I don't have any model rockets, however, if I did, I could use this along with a transistor and maybe a 12-volt battery, or even a 9-volt battery, to launch the model rocket. I'll go through real quick how it works, and it's a pretty simple Arduino project. It's one of my first projects, so it's kind of messy, and it's also probably not as polished as it could be. Your basics that you have are your Arduino board here, your breadboard here with the components. It's got the LEDs, pull down resistors, and a bunch of jumpers, and that's about it. The potentiometer here serves absolutely no purpose to the hypothetical rocket launcher. Um, Over here we have our arm switch, handy little four-way key. And it's in the off position now. And then you have your imaginary switch, two jumpers that'll connect. And then you have your indicator lights, which you'll see light up in a moment, and your speaker. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to plug it into my USB port to give it power. It also has a serial communication to the computer with a readout, and I'll show you that in a moment. So we're going to plug it in, and it's going to go through a fancy little startup sequence, which is basically blinking lights and making fun noise. So if you were reading the computer right now, it would say system starting, and now it would say system ready. So we're going to go ahead and turn the key to arm, and we're flashing. We are armed and ready. I'm going to go ahead and hold the fire switch. It is launching in countdown, and it would be launching right now if you had it connected. Now it's going to go for a minute, and now it's resetting itself, so we'll go ahead and disarm it. Make sure the switch is off, and give it a moment. And there you go, it's ready for action again. So now I'm going to show you the computer part of the sketch, or of the project. So we'll move over here to our laptop. So I don't know if it'll be able to focus well, but we'll do our best. I'm using the Arduino serial monitor. You can use whatever you want. You can use putty, like here. Autofocus. Here you can see the serial monitor, and you'll see it says starting, ready, and then it'll say armed. Each time it says armed is the time that the light blinks. Then it says that the fire command was received, and then it initiated the fire sequence. It had a countdown, and then it fired. Then it reset itself after another delay, and then it was ready to go again. And that's the serial monitor output. Anyway, it's a pretty simple sketch and a simple project. The most complicated part is mapping your wires out and making sure where they actually go is where you want them to go. I'll go ahead and copy the text into the comments, and then if you want, I can actually copy the code itself into the comments. It's a pretty simple sketch. It's not a lot of code. We have our setup, and then our integers, our constants, our setup. So we'll use these screenshots instead of messing around with the autofocus on the camera. Here's the first part of the sketch, the second part, and the longest parts of these is just the on-off sequence of the LEDs.
It's basically on, delay, off, delay, on, delay, off, delay, and so on and so forth. The rest is the serial printing, which tells the computer what it's telling you, like the arm and the fire.
And then you've got your conditions, and your conditions are basically that your arm switch, or I'm sorry, your arm switch has to be on before these two terminals can fire. So you can touch this together all you want, but unless it's armed, it won't do anything. And that's my hypothetical rocket launcher. It can do it without the computer. It can do it with just a 9-volt battery. Um, it'll all be the same. The only difference is you won't have your serial output, and the serial output is just a cool countdown and extra status indicators. But I mean, it'll still do everything like normal without the USB connection. Which, of course, if you're in the field wanting to fire a model rocket, you probably don't want to drag your laptop out there. So now we've disarmed, and it's about to turn off, or the lights turned off, and now it's ready to go again. Thanks for watching. Bye.